So my name is Tatyana Nyambane. I'm originally from Kenya, but I grew up in Dubai.
How did you end up here at EMU?
Well, I wanted to play college golf after my last 2 years of high school. I decided that, and my mom's best friend was a biology professor here, and when I was applying, her being close was also a factor because I had family there. Because it's a good 16-hour flight from home, so having someone here was definitely a priority for me because I definitely have been homesick prior. So
yeah, I was gonna say, how often have you been able to get home?
Normally for summer and Christmas, those are the only times. But spring break now, so this stretch of school, I won't see my parents for 6 months. So
What do you miss most about home?
I miss the weather, obviously. Playing golf all year round is always a great thing to do. But also my little sister, who's 2.5, I'm sad that I'm not going to see her grow up. But yeah, that's most of what I miss back home.
So you were originally born in Kenya and then went to Dubai, right?
Yes, I went to Dubai when I was 3 months old. So that's all I know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know.
If somebody had never been to Dubai, what's the first thing you would tell them they need to do when they get there?
I would say hit the beaches because the sand is really nice. The water is very clear. Also, take a trip to the water fountains near the Burj Khalifa. That's also really nice to see. What's
one thing that is back at home that they do really well that we don't do so well here?
The roads are definitely a lot better back home. No potholes, so the roads definitely, and I guess security and policing is better over there. So yeah.
Food-wise, what's the big difference? What's your go-to at home?
Shawarmas. I love shawarmas so much. I know it's Lebanese, but a big Middle Eastern culture. Thankfully, I can find some good shawarma places here, but I definitely miss my shawarmas, hummus. That's all great stuff. And dates are also really good there.
There you go. How'd you get involved in golf first of all? Where did you pick it up and how'd you kind of get going?
So my dad's company encouraged him to play golf for work. And then we all got a membership as a result of that. And then my brother started getting into it. I was into gymnastics and netball, which is basically a European version of basketball. And then I saw my brother doing well, so I wanted to beat him. And that's essentially how I got my foot through the door because I was like, I kind of want to beat him in golf. So that's when I actually started taking it seriously. So when I was about 13 years old.
I'm going to guess also probably growth spurt at 5'7", not too many 5'7" gymnasts out there.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, I'm 5'9", almost 5'10".
Oh,
now,
so even more than I even have on your bio. I got you 5'7".
I know my bio's wrong.
Oh, then we'll change it.
Yeah, no. Everyone else is lives 5'8", and then you look at the picture and I'm a good couple inches taller. But yeah.
What's your favorite thing about EMU?
I would say I really like my teammates at EMU. I grew up in a team sport, and even though golf is very much so an individual sport, I still feel like we all kind of root for each other to do the best so that we can all do well overall. So yeah, I kind of like that spirit.
Team culture is a big thing, and it seems like a very tight-knit group that you all either live together, hang out together. How important is being comfortable around your teammates?
Very important because we do spend a lot of hours together. Either playing together 4 hours, you kind of have to get to know each other and kind of know when someone's not feeling great, or kind of just knowing their overall personality so you can vibe properly and kind of not have any arguments, or if you do stumble upon miscommunication, you're able to work it out and it doesn't affect your golf. So
coach is worked a lot with mindsets and doing a lot of mental stimulation and training. How has that helped you?
Oh, I absolutely love mindfulness. Like I've done meditation and yoga for a couple years now. I started my homeroom or form tutor back home, started us on mindfulness Mondays. So with golf, it's very important because if you hit a bad shot and you kind of need to recover and you need to be in the right mindset to hit that better shot. So yeah, no, it's been very helpful for me to kind of get over bad shots or just have the right mentality when I'm in competition. And so I'm able to feel as if I'm able to perform at my best. And yeah, I'm capable of better.
What's the biggest thing you've worked on in the off season to get ready for the spring?
Technical wise, I've been working on going through my swing so I can hit the ball further and straighter and more consistent. So I'm looking forward to shoot low this season.
You think back to last year as a freshman and now kind of as a sophomore, you've played in a lot of tournaments as an individual. How do you think you've learned when you get a position where you're the individual, you're not always with a teammate? How has that sometimes made you stronger too?
I think it's just developed me as a player by myself. And I mean, it's had its perks and its downsides, I would say. Playing as an individual, you're not exactly expected to play well for the team, but for yourself. So it's definitely given me my own reassurance in my own game, I guess, like in making sure I'm beating the course and not beating another team. But I do also like helping out my team when I can and playing well for them. So, yeah.
This team's certainly poised after you look at the fall for a big spring in terms of coming on. You won some tournaments, we're right there in some others. What's the biggest leap that this team needs to make this spring to take Kent State in that championship this spring?
To break their 22-year streak, which I'm very excited for. I think it's more mental game and actually believing that we can do that and we're capable and we're putting in the work to do it, because at the end of the day, like, people have their good days and their bad days. It doesn't really matter about their title or whatnot. I think we just need to kind of have our mind set to it, which we have been drilling into everyone. So yeah, I would say that mostly because we all are good golfers since we're playing college D1 golf. And the thing that sets us apart would be our mental game. So, yeah.
How do you go about weighing the high risk, high reward shots, and sometimes knowing that sometimes you have to take that mentality of, okay, I'm going to need to take a riskier shot here or not, play it a little safer in other aspects?
I would say it depends on how confident I am with the shot that would be high risk, high reward. And also how everyone else is faring on the course. If it's been a good day overall, then I don't see why not to take the high risk. Or even if I'm playing well, I wouldn't mind taking the high risk because I have nothing to lose, essentially.
What's been your proudest moment on a golf course?
My proudest moment was probably, I think I was playing like a junior tournament in North Carolina, and I was 4 over the front 9, and then the back 9, I was 2 under, and I was just in my zone and in my element, and I just felt very proud. And then people came after and congratulated me on my playing that day because I was amongst the top 3, I think, for that, like my scoring wise. And yeah, no, they were very impressed because I didn't play so well the other day. And then they were like, "Oh, you wouldn't imagine that the score that you played the other day and today, like it's a whole different turnaround." So I was very happy that people noticed I'm able to kind of gather myself and move forward from a bad day.
How is international golf or even junior golf different than Division I golf?
I would say I didn't have a lot of junior golf exposure when I was younger, living in Dubai, because I think there were like a handful of junior girls in Dubai, a good maybe 5 or 6, and so definitely the competition here is a lot more, and I would say it's just a lot of people from different backgrounds that you meet, and yeah, no, it's just like a lot of amazing and talented players competing for a title, and can be a lot of pressure if you're not in the right state. So yeah, no, it's a whole different ballpark.
When you watch golf on TV, either men's side, women's side, is there a person that you really watch and enjoy their style of play?
I really like Dustin Johnson because I think he's very laissez-faire whenever it comes to whatever shot he hits. I mean, if he gets an eagle, he's still very much so the same as if he gets a triple bogey. It doesn't really seem to affect him visibly, at least. And that's how I try and carry myself on the golf course. So him. And then on the female side, I really enjoyed watching Michelle Wie. I think she was my first ever favorite LPGA player. So yeah.
You got to go to the Solheim Cup. We talked about that in the fall and witness them up close. What was the one thing that you kind of took away from that moment in those tournaments?
I would say their preparation for like each and every shot was very precise and like meticulous, and each shot had a purpose. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if they're doing it, I need to do it, and I need to be more I guess, what's the word, like, I guess purposeful for like each shot that I make. Yeah, so that's what I took away from it.
You've gotten to meet Shirley Spork. She was at the tournament. She has a tournament named after her. There are not many programs around the country that get to say they have one of the founding women of any organization as a part of it. What has Shirley meant to this program and this team?
She's meant a lot. She's quite the doll. When I met her, she was chatting about her life. And yeah, no, I would say, I mean, the advice that she gave us was focus on your putting, because I mean, she has a book called Green to Tee, because the greens are the most important. And I think it's great to have someone to look up to in the LPG world that you have close connections with, and just the advice that she's given has been very beneficial to our program overall. So
when you look at it, she did not have opportunities as a college golfer. It wasn't a thing yet. It's the 50th anniversary of Title IX, when kind of women's sports took into the forefront. When you see trailblazers like that, how much does that inspire this next generation to continue to push the envelope?
Oh, I definitely think it inspires us even more. I mean, growing up, telling people, "Oh yeah, I play golf," they're like, "Oh, isn't that like an old man sport? Like, why are you playing that?" And I like seeing a lot of junior girls starting to pick it up and play the game, because I think has benefits outside of just for fun, I guess. Yeah, no, and I think it's being taken a lot more seriously, and it's being more recognized as a sport. And yeah, no, I'm excited for how it will progress overall. Yeah.
Outside of golf, what do you like to do?
Outside of golf, I normally like to take drives with my friend. We like watching LMN, Lifetime Network movies. Those are pretty great. They're terrible, but they're great. I also like to read sometimes. Okay. If I ever am in the mood.
So when we're going for a drive, you just get in the car, takes you wherever you go, or do you have a set mindset of, okay, where we're going this place?
Oh, we just drive wherever. So she's like, go right or left. I'm like, okay, right. And then it's her turn to like pick right or left. And then we end up somewhere in the outskirts of like Ann Arbor or like Detroit or somewhere like that. So
have you found kind of a hidden gem in one of those moments? You're like, wow, I wish I would have found this sooner.
Yeah, we found a diner that was like had really cool neon lights and pretty good food. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything that you find interesting about yourself that someone might not know?
Interesting about myself. I'm more of an introvert. However, if someone starts to talk to me, I like to express my opinions, and I'm very warm and welcoming, I guess. And although people, when seeing me, they find me very intimidating, which is very odd. I've gotten that so many times. I'm just like, I'm really no one to worry about.
I feel like you could be hosting your own show. You just seem comfortable and relaxed here on camera.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not relaxed at all. Yeah, no, I don't know. But yeah.